of the time, but I've always just baked it in the oven. You know when something works and you just stick to it? Well, today I'm going to be making it in my Ninja Foodi. This is absolutely delicious, and the secret ingredient to my shortbread is semolina. I hope you like the video. Don't forget to hit that like button for me. Subscribe if you're new here, and if you do want a copy of the recipe that's printable, then go over to my website, which is www.susannahskitchen.uk. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm excited to make this in the Ninja Foodi. My family loves shortbread, particularly my son. This is something that he always enjoys to take to school, but obviously he's off for the summer now, so eating me out of house or home. So definitely need as many recipes and as many snacks as I can get right now. Lastly, don't forget you can grab a copy of my brand new cookbook, which is available over on my website. I hope you enjoyed today's video and I hope you give it a try, because I know you're gonna love this shortbread. Thanks for watching. Let's go and cook. To make my shortbread, I'm starting off with butter. I'm using my mixer here. You can do this by hand. Make sure your butter is at room temperature. So there's my butter, 175 grams. And as I said, that is pretty soft. Into there, I want to add my golden caster sugar. So I'm just going to weigh that out into there, and we want 75 grams. Let's get that on the mixer. Now we just want to cream these together so that they are really well combined. Then we can add in some sifted flour and semolina. So you're going to want to use plain flour, and we need 175 grams. So it's an equal amount of flour to butter. I like just to sift it in. It gets rid of any little lumps that might be in there. And lastly, semolina, and you want 75 grams. At this stage, I like to preheat my Ninja like I would my oven. Just move my scales out of the way. Let's get the Ninja on. I've got nothing in there, just the pot, by the way. And I'm just going to put it on to bake. Let's get that nice and warm. Doesn't need long, probably 5 minutes just to preheat it. And now we can just mix this together. You can carry on using your mixer if you want to. I don't know why, I kind of like to do this section by hand, just to bring this all together. Now this is where my silicone mats come into play. These are absolutely brilliant. If you haven't got these, they're well worth the money. These are from Amazon. They are linked over on my website, on my accessories page, if you are interested. My website is www.susannahskitchen.uk. You don't even really need to flour these. I don't know why I'm flouring it really, but just to be extra sure. But they're just non-stick, and they're just great for any sort of pastries, biscuits, anything like that that you're working with. And then I can just use my hands to bring this together. As you can see, that's holding together a little bit more now. And let's see if we're able to roll it slightly. Now, when I make this in the oven, I use an oven dish, an oven tin. It's got a loose bottom to it, and it's like a quiche tin, and that works really, really well for this. But I kind of thought, right, what else can we use that's going to fit in the Ninja, because that is too big for the Ninja. So there's loads of different things you can use, so don't think you've got to use what I'm using. But I thought today I'm going to give it a go with the crisper plate. So basically I need to get this to roughly the size of the crisper plate. I'm not too worried, because once it's sitting on the crisper plate, we can then mould it a bit more. So let's get that on there, and then we'll continue. Now all you do is just use your hands. And this is exactly as I do in the tin if I'm putting it in the oven. The nice thing about the crisper plate is obviously you've got those holes. So I think it's going to give us a nice, crisp, even shortbread, because we want it to bake as evenly as possible. That's the bake just finishing. So the Ninja has had 5 minutes preheating. So it's going to be nice and warm when this goes in. Good. Okay, shortbread is in the crisper plate. That looks great. I always use a fork and prick mine all over. So just start sort of down the middle. Doesn't have to be too accurate. And by doing it like this, what I generally do once it's cooked is I make it into slices and go round so we've got even slices. I do think it looks quite nice like that. Of course, you make these into rounds, which again I've done loads of times. So you would just roll it all out, and instead of putting it like this, you'd use a cutter, cut out some circles. And then you could lay the circles on your crisper plate, or you could obviously put them onto your rack. If you give this recipe a go, I would love to see your creations, see how you got on with it. Let me know what you think. For me, the semolina is a game changer and it makes all the difference. Okay, that is looking good. Let's get it ready to bake. Right, so let's get this straight onto the rack and lower that into our Ninja pot. Get that lid closed. We are going to be selecting bake. I haven't tried this on air fry, so I'm not sure what that would be like. So I tend to prefer to go with a bake option. Now this cooks for quite a long time in the oven. Normally 55 minutes is what I give this in the oven. And it's quite a low temperature. So we bake this on 150, which is what I do in my oven. I think I'm just going to have to keep an eye on it and see if it does cook that bit quicker in the Ninja. But I love this recipe, so I wanted to share it with you and I wanted to give it a go in the Ninja and see if we all love it just as much as my son does, because this is his favourite, because these have a lovely crunchy texture. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking. 150, 55 minutes. I'll keep an eye on it. I'll let you know how long it takes. I let my shortbread have the full 55 minutes and it is nice and firm to the touch, and that's what you want to achieve. Got a beautiful golden colour as well, which is what I wanted. I did keep checking it and I did feel it needed this. Maybe 50 would have been all right, but I did 55. What I like to do whilst it's still warm and just come out of the oven, I like to score the top to create my, just like this, my portions. So you don't go all the way through, you just score the top. So that's roughly 4. I'm never very good at doing this. I never get it quite in the middle. And now I make these into 3 pieces. There you go, for each quarter. And that way we have 12 nice slices of shortbread. Of course, you can make this into bigger portions if you prefer. Leave it to cool on the crisper tray. Don't try to move it or anything at this stage. It will literally just fall apart. So leave that to cool and then we'll be able to actually cut this into wedges. I've cut the shortbread up now that it is cooled and we've got some beautiful slices. Look at those. They are crunchy, crumbly, just as a shortbread should be. I absolutely love this recipe with the semolina. Please give it a go. Let me know if you do enjoy them. Don't forget to give me a like. And if you want the full printable recipe, it's over on my website, www.susannahskitchen.uk.